Linder, and the other day, uh, I was talking about sharing a book with you about James Allen, As a Man Thinketh. Is in the public domain, so I can freely talk about it. It is about a great thinker who was positive, a great motivational speaker, and I just wanted to encourage people, encourage my audience, and read some passages from the book, give my opinion on it, ask about your opinion, and I will answer any of your questions. And I won't be on here long, but I wanted to come on here and share my thoughts about James Allen. He was a great writer, great author, great thinker. Hey, Lewis, how are you, man? How's everything going with you? I wanted to share about James Allen, As a Man Thinketh. He was a writer. Um, he was from England, I believe, and he had a lot of great books. But yeah, I'm doing good. I'm about to get ready for work in a little, and I wanted to share about the way he was positive, the way he talked about your thoughts, and thinking positive and believing the best for yourself in your life. Oh, you're getting ready to go to the gym? Okay. I hope you have a great workout. I hope everything is okay with you, your health, and all the things that you want to do in your life with your YouTube channel. Blessings to you. Okay, and I'm about to read it, a little bit of it. If you could stay with me for a little. If you have to leave, I understand. It goes like this. James Allen was a great author, and I wanted to share this. It says, as a man thinketh. It talks about mind is the master, power that molds and makes, and man is mind. And evermore he takes the tool of thought, and shaping what he wills, brings forth 1,000 joys, 1,000 ills. He thinks in secret, and it comes to pass. Environment is but his looking glass. Then I'll go forward, a little forward, and it talks about thought and character. Okay, thank you. It talks about as a man thinketh in his heart, so is he. Not only embraces the whole of a man's being, but is so comprehensive as to reach out to every condition and circumstance of his life. A man is literally what he thinks, his character being the complete sum of all his thoughts. As the plant springs from and could not be without the seeds, so every act of man springs from the hidden seeds of thought, and could not have appeared without them. This applies equally to those acts called spontaneous and unpremeditated as to those which are deliberately executed. Act is the blossom of thought, and joy and suffering are its fruits. Thus does a man garner in the sweet and bitter fruitage of his own husbandry. And what that basically means, husbandry says, for example, it says the care, cultivation, and breeding of crops and animals. Basically saying to take care of your mind, the way you think. If you're thinking like negative, or just to control your mind and your thoughts, replace them with good thoughts in your mind. So whatever you're going through, whatever circumstance you're going through, you have faith that you'll get through it, that God is with you, that things won't always be the circumstance of the trial which you're going through. Things change in your life. Things don't stay the same. They'll change. If you're going through a time where you're out of work, you'll find a job. So don't worry if you're on unemployment. You have something coming in, benefits, or just to think positive so you can get that job that you need. And thinking positive means thinking right, saying that I will get that job, things will get better for me. I have faith that God is with me. Whatever I put my mind to do, I'll do. So it's basically, that's the definition of husbandry. And it also talks about character, the mental and moral qualities distinctive to an individual, your personality, your mentality, your character is the makeup of who you are, and being true to yourself and being true to people. And in his book, James Allen, I mean, he has many writings. It's amazing because he died so young. He had written like 17 books, and he was like 47 when he died. So that's like really amazing, the accomplishments that he did before he died, and just the impact that he had on so many people, you know? Yeah, hi Vanessa, how are you? And that's what I wanted to share briefly. And then it also goes on to say, in some of his other writings, it says, man is buffeted by circumstances so long as he believes himself to be the creature of outside conditions. But when he realizes that he is a creative power and that he may command the hidden soil and seeds of his being out of which circumstances grow, he then becomes a rightful master of himself. Meaning if you think wrong thoughts or bad thoughts or you're negative all the time, it's going to follow you, it's going to grow. The trial is going to get greater. The circumstances are going to get greater because you're magnifying the trial and what you're going through and saying, I won't get the job I want to get, or things won't get better, or nothing never goes right for me, just thinking, because your words have power. So when you think like that, and you're not saying to yourself, I believe things will get better for me, my life will get better, my circumstances will turn around, my trial will turn around, God is with me, I have faith that I will start that business, I have faith that my YouTube channel will grow. Even though I don't see the results I want to see now, things will get better for me. I will get more views. I will get more subscribers. I will eventually get monetized. Just thinking positive, and not being overwhelmed with looking at things in the natural and just seeing beyond the natural and saying that, things will get better in my life. Things won't always remain that way. And for myself, just being in negative environments and everything. And when you're around certain people, friends, family, they mean well, they love you, but if they're thinking negative all the time, if they're not thinking where you are and going the direction you want to go, if there's a lot of doubt there in the environment, it does affect you. Mindset, like you said, Louis Way, mindset is everything. And if you're around constant negativity, it's really not good because it does impact, you. So it's kind of like you have to, probably withdraw yourself from the environment, maybe get away. If you're living with someone, they're negative, you love them, maybe get away for a couple hours. Maybe when you go to work, you're away. Maybe on your day off, you take a drive, take a walk, you read a good book. If you have a mentor, you talk to a mentor, you get away and you be around people, who are like-minded like you are and who want better things out of their life. And they have goals and they have dreams. And that's what he's basically saying. If you don't guard your mind and, garner your mind, and you just let weeds grow in there and anything grow in there, or people, dictating to who you are, you won't know who you are. You won't stand for anything in what you believe. And you have to believe that whatever you're going to do, you're going to finish school, or you're going to finish college, or you're going to get that degree. whatever your dream is. And that's what I was trying to share. And there's a lot of things that he says in his book. And it also says, the outer world of circumstance shapes itself to the inner world of thought. So your inner world shapes your outer world, what you're thinking about yourself. And both pleasant and unpleasant external conditions are factors which make for the ultimate good of the individual. As a reaper of his own harvest, man learns both by suffering and bliss. I mean, it's not saying that you won't go through trials. You're going to go through tests and adversity to see how your faith grows. You're going to go through being down before you get up. You're going to go through a negative mindset. But, it's saying, James Allen is basically saying that, and as a man thinketh, to pull yourself up, to lift yourself up. Think positive. Think, thoughts, powerful thoughts of, thoughts of saying that, your life will get better. Then it says, a man does not come to the almshouse or the jail by the tyranny of fate or circumstance, but by the pathway of groveling thoughts-based desires. Nor does a pure-minded man fall suddenly into crime by stress of any mere external force. The criminal thought had long been secretly fostered. It's such a small writing, but fostered. Yeah, I kind of lost the train of thought. In the heart, in the hour of opportunity revealed, is gathered power. Circumstance does not make the man. It reveals himself to himself. No such conditions can exist as ascending into vice and its attendant sufferings, apart from vicious inclinations, or ascending into virtue in its pure happiness without the continued cultivation of virtuous aspirations. A man, therefore, as a lord and master of thought, is a maker of himself, the shaper and author of environment. So yeah, that's what I wanted to share about James Allen. And I have some other things of what I was sharing too. And, James Allen, like I said, was a great writer. He has a lot of books, 17 books. As a Man Thinketh is one of his greatest books. He also has going from, he talks about from poverty to power. He has a lot of, a number of books. And then my opinion right here, I don't know what, Louis, so what do you say to 100%? I'm glad you really like the book, and the reading, me reading from it and giving my opinion on it. And I appreciate you supporting my channel. And I also wrote my opinion here. A little bit of it. I said, as a man thinketh. And I was giving my opinion on the book. I said, as a man thinketh, written by one of the greatest authors of all time, writing about the power of thought, is an excellent and powerful book. James Allen writes about how thinking right, positive thoughts can lead to a happy life, full of peace, confidence, with hope and faith in God. Our inward thoughts are a reflection of our world. Being human, we will experience our ups and downs, good times and bad times. The author James Allen reminds us that when facing life's trials, even in the midst of emotional pain, that we as humans can control our thoughts, calm our minds even in trouble situations, and have um oh my god, basically saying have peace of mind. So I was saying, for example, with talking about myself, when I'm worried about something that is bothering me, I constantly think of words such as I'm at peace, I'm poised, I'm calm, and I'm, experiencing tranquility, which is calmness to my mind and body, which is like as medicine to your mind, your soul. James Allen reminds us that you and I can control our mind and body and experience a calmness and peace, whatever we are dealing with and facing. And that's what I basically wanted to say. Oh, he says everything he's saying is correct about the mind being positive no matter what. Things will turn around, get away from the negative, because it does affect you. It's honestly like you speaking right to me. Yeah, and I want to be able to do that, to help you. And also looking at your channel and what you say, you have a lot of wisdom with what you share to me, and you help me. And it's amazing how much knowledge you have and wisdom you have. For you're still a young man, and I'm amazed at what you share and what you know. That there's a lot of young people that don't even have it together. They're trying to figure out things, and life is not easy. You could be in your late 20s and 30s and still not figure out things with life, but if you keep pushing and trying, things are going to get better. And if you're trying to set a goal and you're trying to go somewhere in your life, things are going to turn around. Even if you may not have people in your circle who believe you and say same old person, they don't know what God put in you and your potential. They could laugh and say, "Oh, that's this guy, my cousin, my niece." They don't know what God put in you and what you're capable of achieving. At a later age, they don't know. Life is not easy, but you'll get better through adversity and trial and error, falling, getting back up, falling, getting back up, falling, getting back up, falling again and getting back up. Life is hard, but I finally realized I got to get going because I'm just, okay. Well, you know what? Thank you so much. I appreciate you taking the time with me. I really do. Thank you for your time. Your time is precious. Your time is valuable, Lewis, and I thank you for being on my live. I really appreciate you, man, and God bless you. And I'll be watching your channel and checking you out, and I'll be supporting your channel. I appreciate you. I'm about to go to work in a little. I found my worth, and I choose to keep pushing. Amen. That's good. Okay. But that's good. That's good you found your purpose. Yeah. And I'm glad you're still here. And yeah, so that's what I wanted to read from James. I've been wanting to do something different. I'll talk about scripture, also talk about encouraging people, whatever is on my mind and heart. And if I think about it, if it's like inspiring, like I'm thinking about it, if I'm not working or I get time from work, I try to post it on YouTube. Post it, record it and post it. Yeah, but I want to do something different to encourage people. That was powerful message. It's like how I am now. Amen. And I see you're a strong person and everything. And James Allen talks about being strong and how you're going to go through adversity and how if you fall, you have to get back up again, and how man becomes what he thinks. So whatever you're pursuing, It's like you're going to the gym, like you like to go to the gym, so you like to work out. So it's how you think and what you think, and you're thinking about exercising, staying in shape, being healthy. That's saying man becomes what he think. If you get up in the morning and if you're saying it's going to be a great day, um, I am blessed. God's going to bless me today. We don't know what we're going to encounter. As far as the day, we can get a blessing. Someone could give us a check in the mail or anything. Someone could just bless you with money. Um, Whatever you're, thinking positive, connecting to the right people in your life, the right friend, the right mentor, the right lady in your life. You might run into your soulmate. And just by thinking positive and having that business mindset and you know, being peaceful with yourself and in your environment, you'll see that as you go out, you'll run into people who are peaceful. You'll run into positive people. You'll run into people who are going places in your life. And yeah, that's what I wanted to share about James Allen book. And I appreciate you being here, brother. Yeah. And I really appreciate you being here. And I know you're you're positive, you're driven, and you got a mission. You got a mission thank you, brother. And yeah, you got a mission, and I know you want to do things in your life, and I believe you'll go far. And just by yes, sir. Just by having a mindset that you're going to make it, that you're going places, you will. And affirmations are great. You have a lot of great thinkers out there, great writers. One of my favorite ones is Joseph Murphy. He's a great writer. He passed away, I believe, in 1981. I think he was in his 80s when he died, but he was I don't know if you heard of The Power of Your Subconscious Mind. His original book is in the public domain, and that was my first intention from his original book in public domain. But the book I have has been revised. I did hear a guy talking about it, a man talking about his book, but some of the writings are a little different from mine. So because of copyright laws and rules and whoever the publisher is that has it, I don't want to get in trouble as far as copyright and getting a strike on that. So some of the writings are similar when I heard the writing for like an hour, but someone at the beginning of the writing when the gentleman's talking is a little different. Then it goes into what I have. So that's like the book I have has been revised a little from his original book. So that's what I originally wanted to talk about, but I have to try to find his original book. And a lot of his books have different covers on it. So I got to try to find his original book from 1963. Because he has a lot of inspiring affirmations in there, and he talks about your mind when you're going through, when you're thinking negative, when you're depressed. He gives you solutions on getting out of depression, and using affirmations and saying happiness, talking about joy, talking about peace, and you keep saying that over and over again: happiness, joy, joy, joy. Like, I don't know if you've seen one of my videos. It was really short, for like a minute or so, and I was talking about joy. And I actually started laughing, just laughing to myself, because just keep saying joy, 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 happiness, joy, peace, happiness, joy, peace. And I just started smiling because I was thinking in a moment the way I was thinking, and I felt happy. So he talks about how you think right, and you train your mind to think the best, even in tough situations in life. You can still think positive and still have that peace. Sure, you're going to go through, things are going to hurt, but he talks about finding peace. finding peace in that situation that you're going through, that tough time. And our words really do have power, like the Bible says. Our words have power when we speak it out of our mouth. Right. Peace and everything. Peace is everything, like you said, Lewis, is everything. And, maintaining your peace of mind and not letting people get on your nerves, and people will make you upset and they will try to get under your skin. But you can also find that peace where you don't give in health. Exactly. And you don't give them the power to always annoy you and get under your skin. And you can always find that place where you can set boundaries. And, people have to, they could be mean and nasty, but you can have them respect you and keep your peace of mind and keep your boundaries and not be bothered with a lot of nonsense with people. And still be a good person, a loving person, but you can also be stern with people and tell them how you feel. But you treat them as you want to be treated, as the Bible says, as Joseph Murphy talked about in his book, talks about treating others like you want to be treated. I treat others like I want to be treated. So yeah, your health is everything. Your mental health, your physical health, just having peace all around. Yeah, brother, and I'm glad you stayed with me. And I have to be to work at 8 o'clock, and about to get ready soon. And thank you. And you're a strong person. Thank you for, I need to continue to stay strong myself. Think positive, stay prayerful, and keep my aim on a goal that I want to achieve. I really want to, grow my YouTube channel, and my watch time hours are low, but I'm trying to go live more. So, I'll have, get my watch time hours up. That's what I want to do. And it's a lot of work being on YouTube and being a YouTuber, but you have to have consistent, and you have to post videos. That's the only way your channel is going to grow. And that's the only way eventually I'll get monetized. It's going to take some time. It's new to me because I started this channel in 2021. Said I share your live. I'll start sharing your videos. You definitely deserve that. Oh, thank you, brother. I appreciate you. I really do. And I know that you can share it on what you got Facebook, you got Instagram. Is that what you talk about when you share my lives on Facebook, Instagram? Share it on there. That'd be good. And I like to share your lives, share your videos too. Yeah. Do you want your videos shared on Facebook? Do you mind, or you don't want them shared on Facebook? Yeah, because and you're pretty good at your stuff with the animation. With the visuals and everything. I'm not good at that stuff. I have to learn that. When I watch your videos, people videos, Mind Journey, you guys are really good at that with the music in the background, and I have to learn how to do that. I'm not like savvy like that, but I have to learn that stuff and everything, because I like that, love that stuff I see you guys doing. When her introduction comes on to her videos and I see your videos, I see you all the time. As soon as I open YouTube, you're like right in the front on your shorts or your videos. I see you all the time. You can share it anywhere. I've been sharing yours on live. Okay, I appreciate that. Yeah, this is my I have like 2 or 3 lives. I don't know. I think it might be my 4th. I could be wrong. But yeah, I need to go live more because trying to get my views up and just trying to get the watch time hours. It's going to take a while. I'm sure you have more watch time hours than I do, but it seems like you're in here every day. You're always grinding. You're always posting videos I see. And you keep doing that, and because you're going to be, you're going to be very successful on YouTube. You keep doing what you're doing. I know a lot of people like you. They enjoy watching your videos. You're going to do well. You know, sky's the limit for you. It says, I'm learning every day. There's a lot of tools that pay to make my thumbnails. And there's some stuff that's free, awesome, but YouTube teaches it also. Yeah. And I guess you have to know what you're doing, right, as far as that. Because I know YouTube has guidelines and everything. And, also there are people when they talk about songs on YouTube, they talk about Michael Jackson. Some people are dancing to Michael Jackson and having stuff. So I'm not sure about all the copyright rules and everything. I know YouTube has rules. And then you have the author, or you have the entertainer, singer. So, but yeah, I guess it's doing your research and everything before you make a video about talking about anybody, a writer or entertainer. Yeah, but this is my first time doing this, and I want to continue to do that, to encourage people, because people are going through a lot of stuff and they do need encouragement. We can all use it, and you can never have enough confidence. You're welcome, bro. Yeah, you can never have enough self-confidence. You can use more. If your confidence is not where it needs to be, in the middle, or you have people that have their self-esteem is low, they need to be encouraged. They need to be lifted up. They need to change their mindset. Just thinking positive, start believing in themselves, saying affirmations, repeating it over and over again. If you say an affirmation for 5 minutes, 3 times a day, when you wake up, before you go to bed, maybe you'll say it. Some people will say it at noontime. Yeah, there's a lot of there's a lot of rules to the music, definitely. Yeah. And I really don't know too much about that, but I know you have to doing your research helps before you make a video or music. And like I said, it's all new to me because, man, I don't have anybody around me talking about YouTube or having a YouTube channel. I don't have anybody around me. Some people look at you like you're crazy, because, but if you have people that's on Facebook and Instagram, they're doing that for free unless they really get sponsors and making money. They're putting all the information on there for free. And I know you do start off free when you're on YouTube, but eventually you want to get monetized and get paid. You might as well, if you have some type of gift, use it so you can eventually, you do it from your heart. You can do it for free, but the main goal is to get monetized and get paid for doing it. So, as you get blessed, you can bless other people and with the gift that God gave you, and I see a lot of people, it's amazing posting stuff, but, you can have a YouTube channel or some platform where you're an entrepreneur, whatever your business is. So eventually you can get paid for your what you do, because the Bible says your gift will make room for you and bring you before great people. And just like a doctor's not going to keep doing stuff for free. I mean, the doctor's going to school, or med school, so he can get it's a career that he loves, but he want to get paid for it. A lawyer wants the same thing. Motivational speaker. There's nothing wrong with motivating until you do it for free, until you finally you make it, you get that breakthrough, but you want to get paid for what you do eventually. And I know there's, I just really believe that. But yeah, starting off free and doing it for free, and you're getting your gift out there, there's nothing wrong with that. That's what I'm doing now, and sharing what I know and what my knowledge, and just trying to help people. So yeah, everybody be looking at me crazy. Hello, it's all new to me. Never been on social media like that ever. Yeah, well, you're on there now, and I see you all the time. I see you Mine's is mostly in the shorts, so I don't see my stuff too much in the front. I don't know why. I guess because I know I have to get better at it. I have to get better in front of the camera and talking. And I don't smile a lot. Some people say, well, maybe you should smile more, and sometimes I'm going through, but I'm genuinely trying to share and bless people and pour into them. But I don't smile a lot, but they say smile more. I could do that, but I don't want to fakefully smile. I'm just trying to be me. I don't know if you smile. You smile, but I think you were saying that you're not a big smiler one time, if I remember. You were saying in your videos, so some people, I know it's the camera shows everything, it does, but we're all learning, we're all on this journey together, and yeah, you want to exude confidence, and you want people to believe what you're saying and be genuine, because people know if you're genuine or not, or people know if you're down about something, or so you want to come on the right way, but that's trial and error when you're a YouTuber, I believe, but your intentions are right when you're on there and you're recording videos, so you can talk to people and you can build your audience up and subscribers. Yeah. But and you really have to push yourself, because there's days where you don't want to work on, do your YouTube or record a video. There's a lot of work. Oh, I live in Jersey. I live in South Jersey. I live in Voorhees, New Jersey. Yeah. That's not too far from Philly. Once the bridge, and you got Paco Speed Line. They take you to Philly, or people drive. I don't drive over Philly too much, PA. I do drive. I don't know about drive over Philly too much, but yeah, I live in Southern New Jersey. I grew up. I was born in Philly. I was there for like 18 years. Oh, you're in New York. Wow. I heard New York is. I have a friend named Moses. I haven't talked to him in a while, but he always talking about New York, and he said, man, if you can make it in New York, you can make it anywhere. He always says that. He said he's a good friend, and I haven't talked to him. I got to call him up, but he used to live in New York. He's up here in Southern New Jersey with me now. I was near Buffalo. Wow. Yeah. Oh, that's good. But I'm sure you've been to the Big Apple in New York, right? In the cities and the big buildings and all those lights and everything, right? All that stuff. Yeah, they say, yeah, it's nothing like New York. Even Buffalo, you say you're near Buffalo up there. Yeah, wow. Buffalo is a big city out there in Buffalo. I've heard of Buffalo. I know that's where the Bills, you up there where the Bills play, the Buffalo Bills? Yeah, I only been to New York City one time, and that was Brooklyn, New York, and I was, last year I stayed in a place called Rochester, New York. It's 5 hours away from the city. Wow. Okay. Oh, that's awesome. Yeah. I know it's very crowded. That'd be different. I don't know if I would live there in New York, but I know it was a lot of, I used to live in Philadelphia, like I said, it was crowded there too, but I was 18 when I moved out, so I've been raised in Southern New Jersey is like my home more than where I grew up at my birthplace in Pennsylvania, in Philadelphia. But yeah. So you like it out there where you live? Yeah, it's New York. I went there a couple of times. So that was when I was a young man. Class trip. Went out there a couple of times. He says, yeah, I don't like crowd. It's crazy traffic in New York City. I don't know if I could go there by myself. I went with friends They was driving and everything. Wow. Yeah. Yeah, New York is something. And it's good to have a friend or family, a good driver that can really drive, especially in New York, because they're very aggressive, like up here in New Jersey. I think New York is even more aggressive than New Jersey. New Jerseyans out here. But yeah, I would definitely have to get someone to drive me up there, or if I ever went up there someday. But yeah. But yeah, man. Sir, it was good to talk to you and everything. And I thank you for being on my live. I thank you for, taking your free time, just to spend your time and talk to me. You know, time is everything, and I appreciate you. I appreciate you being on my live and everything. And like I said, this is new to me, and I just have to get more, talk more, and I'm trying to prepare myself more before I talk. What I'm sharing, do my research before I do it. A lot of times it's just spontaneous when you see me with my short videos. I'm just talking right away. But going live and talking about this book by James Allen, I had to prepare myself. I had to read it, get my thoughts on it, some definitions, write down, give my opinion on it. I wanted to ask, viewers your opinion like you. I'm glad you like it. And I appreciate your input on the book. So it's all new to me. When I break free from my 9 to 5, I'm going to be meeting a lot of the YouTubers, only the ones that was very supportive on the journey. Who knows, I may be doing some blessings. Oh man, that's awesome. Yeah, that'd be good. And that's good for you to when you do break free, free from your 9 to 5. I definitely want to do it. Like I said, I'm 56. I'll be 57. There's some things, trial and error I've made, and some decisions I haven't made, bad decisions, and just losing touch with people that I used to know when I was in high school, and friends. And when you don't have the right people around you, and you're in an environment where family, friends, or they mean well, but they might not have that mindset like you. And sometimes people just, oh, thank you, man, I appreciate you. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I'm just trying to, and I appreciate you saying that I'm a natural. And I guess I got in my head a lot in a lot of my videos on YouTube. I think a lot of them were sincere. Sometimes if you're overthinking with your videos, you get stuck in your head and focusing on you when you just got to say what you got to say naturally that comes out, instead of just overthinking stuff too much. And focusing on you, is best to focus on your audience. And I'm still learning that, but, I think my sister said I'm more camera ready than her. She's camera shy. She said, you're not camera shy. I mean, I am laid back, quiet. I was shy when I was a kid, always been laid back. Don't like crowds and all that, but I believe, I have been, some parts of me are natural, like when I used to be in church, reading the Bible, reading scripture, come natural. But she's a talker, gift of gab, around people. But if you put her on camera, she says she's nervous. She don't know. It's going to take her time. So that's a confidence booster right there, to hear that from her, and, to even hear that from you, because, like I said, sometimes we can get stuck in our head. And I see you do a great job. You do a great job with your videos and everything. You're like a natural. That takes a lot of guts, a lot of courage just to get in front of a camera and talk. And some people to be vulnerable. I don't know if you ever heard of Dante London. I look at some of his videos, and, Dodash. Man, they like incredible. Some people are just natural, gift of gab. I'm sure you heard of them. I look at them. I look at, as many people as I can. Mind Journey. I look at you, and just trying to listen to people, and, see how they do things. You know, it seems like it comes really natural. I don't know if you ever heard of Dante London and Dodash. I remember one time he was ready to give up on YouTube. He had a video and a man was doing one of his videos. He was in the background. He had Dante London on the screen, and all he had to do was get his viewer count up. He was working at Walmart, and he was ready to go through and give up. And he did it for like 5 years, 6 years. Then after 6 years, he took off on YouTube. He got monetized. He started getting paid. He has his girlfriend who was his wife now. He has his little boy. He tells, a lot of his story and everything. But yeah, he's ready to give up. He said it took him like 5, 6 years before he took off. But he stuck with it. And I admire that. He's about 29, 30 years old. Oh, you watched him? Okay, great. Yeah. They're pretty good, but you're good. You do a great job. And I look up to you guys. I look up to you. I look up to you, Dante London, Dodash. You guys are inspiring. And when I'm going through stuff, or sometimes my mind's not right, just like to look at positive stuff, talk to myself affirmations, look at people like you on YouTube, Dodash, anything that's positive, because, the world will beat you down and tell you what you're not, what you can't do, instead of what you can do, and don't believe in you. Mainly because they don't believe in themselves, so they're not going to believe in you. And it's not a judgment on them. It's just that nobody never told them nothing or poured anything into them. So whatever's in your heart, your mouth, whatever's out of the abundance of the heart, the mouth speaks. Yeah, Dante London. Yeah, he's been getting a lot of criticism. But he's on a journey. He's learning. I think he's a very humble guy. He got people that love him, but there's a lot of people that give him a lot of hate. They hate on his in a comment section, saying you doing this, you're doing that. So I try to encourage him too in my comments. I try to lift him up. He told me to talk about a 9 to 5 and talk about YouTube. Yeah, he did say that. He does say that. About 2 or 3 months ago, he was saying that. And it worked for him, and it can work for you. And I see you doing it. I think you do a great job. Where I work at, you can't do that. A train station, I like custodian, you can't, because it's a private place, so I can't talk about that. Maybe another job I can. I have a big question. Okay. What's the question? Yeah, so I try to just, be positive and look at positive people as much as I can. It's good. Well, yeah, man, I appreciate you, really do. Yeah. Yeah, man, you just keep doing what you're doing. You keep doing what you're doing. You're doing a great job on your channel. You're doing really well, You keep just posting and recording. And you're going to go far. I think if I talk about leaving the 9 to 5, people think I'm negative because I want to escape the 9 to 5. Yeah, I get it. Leaving the 9 to 5, people will think I'm negative because I want to escape. I don't think you're being negative if you talk about leaving a 9 to 5. It's just a mindset that you have different than other people, where people just want to stay comfortable on a job. But I'm not saying I'm better than anyone. That's work a 9 to 5. Right, and I get it because I worked a 7 to 3:30 or 8 to 4:30 job for years and wanted to get off of work for years, but it's just it wasn't a time at that time, and I guess me being persistent, consistent with what I'm doing, so I can get out that rat race of working a 9 to 5 because I work 8 at night to 4:30 in the morning. I work a dead man shift, but I don't think talking about leaving a 9 to 5 is bad. I mean, people are going to give you opinion and criticism. It's you're preparing, you're working, but you're saying you're not better than nobody, but you're preparing yourself to leave that job. To leave. You're saying, okay, this is where I am right now, but my goal is to get here. I'm right here at A. This is B. I want to get here. Then C, the exit. You leave that job, be your own boss, be your own entrepreneur. I just want time, enjoying my time to live in, sleep, and eat health. And that's great. Sleep is very important in health. Work out and settle down with a girl and have kids. Yeah, and that's possible, and that will happen. And you're still young, and you just you keep the faith, have hope, and that you'll meet the right person, the right lady in life. I don't know if you have a friend now, someone you're talking to, but and when you meet the right person, God will bring the person. You'll run into each other. That'll happen. And yeah, I understand being grateful for what you have. Yeah, a lot of people do say that. Be grateful for what you have, and that's true. But if you wanting more and you're praying for other things in life, there's nothing wrong with that. I work at Burger Joint 12 years now, 2 years in a laundry company. Oh, that's good. You're hustling. I work one job, and man, I work a lot of hard jobs and just physically tired from the jobs, but I do what I have to do to work. But yeah, it's an honest living you're doing. It's an honest living. You're working your burger joint, and 12 years, and you said 2 years in a laundry company. Hey, man, you're a man. You're being a man, and you're doing what you can to take care of yourself. Take care, your people in your life, or however you're preparing. You're being a man. You're being responsible. You're working. You're able-bodied. You're physically able to work. I know you have health challenges, and you're doing what you can, an honest living. So you're kind of working, but you're preparing yourself so you can exit. And that's a good goal you have. That's a good goal. That's a wonderful goal that you have. I'm proud of you. You're a young man, and a lot of men don't want, some men don't want to work. Some men, I know, not to judge them, they got a lot going on, and some people don't want to work, and I've seen people around me that don't want to work. A lot of jobs I didn't want to work, I didn't want to do, but I had to do something. I know I couldn't have my family just, as you get a younger man, an older man taking care of me, and being a burden on them. Family will always be there for you, but and it was hard for me to ask for help at times. But sometimes when you're going through hard times, you need to ask your brother, or you need to ask someone in your family help financially. They're there for you. But honestly, I don't like to ask people. Sometimes you have to ask when you're going through those. You're in that valley in your life, and you shouldn't be proud not to ask. You're welcome. You're welcome, man. Thank you for being on my live, man. I appreciate it. We got to talk, and we got to know each other a little. You know what I'm saying? We got to know each other, and I want to, man. You're gonna be one of the people like with DoDash and all them, Dante. But I'm more connected with you than them because I'll say things to compliment them. I'll do that. Sometimes I get mad with the way people treat them. Don't always come out perfect. I'm defending him, but I have more, more connection with you. So yeah, I just want to be there to look at your videos and see your journey on YouTube. You know, build a you said I understand. Build a store this last month. It reflects myself like a powerful message. Yeah, that's awesome. You said you do have a store? Build a store last month. Reflects myself like a powerful message. Yeah. Um, yeah, like I said, yeah, I feel of it's nice to, actually, I talk to Mind Journey and just to talk to other YouTubers because, we're scattered out as YouTubers. We're scattered and you don't have people around you that's trying to do what you do or do something different. And people looking at it like you're crazy, like, what are you doing? And why are you doing that? You know what I mean? They're asking you why you're doing that. And, you know, like you'll hear people with Dante London telling them to get a job. He is working a job. He built what he built from the ground up, working at Walmart, going through jobs, trial and error, work a job, get a job. He's working. He's doing something that a lot of people are not even going out the box to do. He's working a job. Even if he leave a job, going through fall, get back up, he's working YouTube. So now he's full time. And he's making money. And they put him down saying, you need to work a job. No, he's doing what he need to do. He's a young man and he does need encouragement. And, I think sometimes, not that he I don't not that he worry about what people think. I guess it bothers him with some of the comments, so he tries to read them, but not read too much of them because people could trying to dictate to you how you should be with your life and how you should be working his job. He has to do what he has to do with his life. Well, what makes him perfect, what makes him happy for him and his wife, and yeah. So you just keep doing what you're doing. You keep working on your YouTube channel and whatever all the goals that you have. I don't know if you're multitask. Some people are not. They one thing at a time. You keep doing what you're doing, and things will get better for you. They're gonna get better for you because, especially if you have because it's not life is challenging and the cost of living and everything. So everybody's trying to make it. So it's my brand now, Looms Way, living under my Zen. It's my name letters. It's a reflection of me. Okay, that's awesome. That's awesome. Congratulations. That's awesome. And you're working on stuff. And that's awesome. You have goals and you're taking action. Some people they're thinking about it, but they're not taking action. They want to do stuff with a lot of people. And I guess they get stuck or they get afraid to take that leap. So, you're taking those steps. You're taking those steps so you can get to where you got to get in your work, actually living out your reality. That's wonderful. That's a good thing. That's really a good thing. And I'm happy for you. And I hope you succeed at everything you want to do in your life. Because life is short and we don't know how long we're going to live. We pray to live a long life like my aunts lived in the 80s and near 90. We pray to live a long life, but do the things you want to do. I don't care if you're 40 and you're starting over 50. If you got your right mind, you got your health, you can start over. Some young people saying they in their 20s, late 20s is too late. It's not too late. They're still young. In their 20s, 20, 29. I'm 57. I'll be 57 July 25th. But if you still got your right mind and people haven't broken you, so a lot of men are broken. A lot of women are broken, just beat down. If you're not broken and you think you can do it and you believe you can do something different or start something, people should do it. Because people will box you in and saying this is the way you are, but they don't know what you're capable of. Whatever mistakes you made, things you're not proud of, or things you've done, they don't know what God can do and your potential. People don't know. They think they know. Even the ones close to you, they don't always know. They really don't know what's in you if no one ever told them. They might know some things about you, but they never really, encouraged you or poured into you when you were a kid. And saying that you're unique, you're special, there's greatness in you. I know I had a friend that I haven't talked to in a while. He's always telling me there's greatness in you, and always telling me that. And my sister told me that a lot of times. But there are only few people, and they can get lonely sometimes, especially if you don't hear from them in a while and they got their life. You got your life, and you can get lonely at times. You can get lonely. So I'm not like lonely, but I like being by myself and everything. I like that peace of mind, that quietness. But you also want to hear from other people too. You want to hear someone else poured in your life. You're welcome. It's why we're here to, encourage each other. You need that. You need someone to pour in you. Even God needs. Look at the Almighty God. He wants us to praise Him. He's God. He got everything in His hand, but He dwells in the praises of I forgot what it said. He loves the praises. He'd like to hear the praises. How great He is. Everybody needs someone to encourage them. I mean, you can encourage yourself like David encouraged himself in the Lord, but you need people to encourage, someone to pour in you. You need that. You need it. I mean, like I said, I have a friend, and when I was going through, things weren't always perfect in my life, but sometimes you get upset with family and everything, and you're going through, and he came in my life at the right time. I haven't talked to him in a while, but he'll say, there's greatness in you, and he always will tell me about myself, and because sometimes you forget when you're going through. He said, "Man, I'm just tired of life. I give up. I just don't want to do nothing. I'm just going to quit. I mean, nobody believes in me, so I don't believe in myself. And you'll just, your mind, the mind is powerful. You'll just start really talking down to yourself. You got to say, wait a minute. People, remember what your sister said. Remember what your Moses said. Remember all the books you have. What do you have those books for? Like, if you're going to church and you're not having faith in God, you might as well just close the book, close the Bible. As you might as well just close the Bible, you know what I'm saying? Or whatever positive affirmations and thinkers you have, even if they're not a church person, spiritual, you got all those books. Why have them? If you're not going to start believing in them, believing yourself and applying what the writer is saying, you might as well just throw them in the trash. So it's just like, you got to get up every day and fight. You're going to have your good days and bad days. You're going to be sad sometimes. You're going to be depressed. Some days you're going to feel good. Whatever. If you're going through a really bad depression, you got to fight your way out of it. You got to go talk to somebody. You got to read books. You got to pray. You got to do whatever you can so you don't always be in a hole. You know what I'm saying? It's normal to go through sadness and grief and depression, but you don't want to always be there. You want to have better days, and you want to have happy days, and you want to have, peace of mind and everything. But yeah, brother, that's I appreciate you, Lewis, really being here for me, and I hope I help you and encourage you, and you help me too, and I hope you got something out of the message I shared about James Allen as a man thinketh, and he has many writings. I'll continue to talk about them. There's other books I want to talk about too, but just anything to encourage people. That's what I want to do. I have the glasses on me because I can see, but I see better with them on. Yeah, I understand. Yeah, I know. There's a lot of times, like, if as far as having the financial money, and I had a nice cushion in the bank, I would leave my job like right now. But I have to wait. when things come together, then eventually I won't be working and I'll be doing what I want to do. But you'll get there though. You'll get there where you can quit your job eventually. You'll get there. I believe you will. You'll get there. You'll get there where you can just be working for yourself and you get up in the morning. You don't have to worry about going to a job, clocking in on their time. You do what you can to make money and you're using your time, but you'll get to where you have your own time, and you'll definitely feel different, and you'll be doing something that you want to do, and it's going to you're going to feel great about it, that you don't have to go to a job. And that's a great goal, to work on exiting a job. You're there now, but you'll exit it. I believe you will. You'll exit it and you'll be doing what you want to do. That's the goal. And then you'll help so many people. You'll help a lot of people. You'll inspire them to go after what they want to do with their lives. You know what I'm saying? Have hope, have faith in them so they can, whatever goal or dream they have, they can get there too. That's what you want to do. And I certainly thank you for your time and everything, brother. Have to be to work at 8 o'clock. And you stay strong. You are a strong person. I know you are. And you keep doing what you're doing. Okay. And I hope you have a great workout. And thank you for your time. I appreciate your time. God bless you. Okay, and I'm going to talk to you later, okay? And I appreciate you. And I'm going to catch up with you later on YouTube and check your videos out, brother. I appreciate you so much. And I'm getting ready to go myself. And I'll see you, brother. God is with you. God is for you. Everything's going to work out for you in your life. You'll see. So I'll see you, okay? I'm going to end the live now. I'll catch up with you later, okay? See ya.